everybody. Today we have Tech3, our gold partner for Malaysia over here. So how about you guys can introduce yourself to the audience?
Hi, we are from Tech3. My name is Alistair. I oversee the overall operations and technology. Tech3 has been around for the past 17 years. We started off as a hardware player, moving into integration, the platform for virtualization, and then the hybrid cloud. Today we are about 30 people strong. And if you say, Tech3 is actually an enterprise IT customer service provider, whereby we actually serve our customers, provide them with consulting and solutions.
Yep, and hi, I'm Jian. I'm also from Tech3. I run the advisory business for Tech3, which is a relatively new portion of the business. We're excited about it because in the next couple of years, advisory is going to continue to add more value to our customers and hence grow our business as well. So we see Veeam and this partnership as quite critical and quite crucial to our business.
Our organization structure is quite flat. We simplify it by having the sales and marketing team at the front line, supported by the technology consulting team. The other valuable team will be the advisory services team. And last, we have the services implementation team that also comprise of the operations support, whereby we do actually post-sale support to our customers. Our direction. Our current offerings is mainly to provide a simplified computing and storage platform for our customers, which the networking is the elastic model and secure at the same time. The next phase will be packaging it as the IT consumption base, whereby our customers are able to engage us to consume all these resources at a secure platform. Our end vision is actually to be a highly integrated provider in the cloud computing and quantum computing area in order to integrate with the artificial intelligence solution providers.
In addition to what Alistair mentioned, specifically we've come up with over the last 18 months, a service catalog. And this catalog clearly articulates what we do in terms of the private cloud space, the public cloud space, and the hybrid cloud space. And then with that, we serves as a roadmap for us and a platform for the future as well.
So as the technology industry move forward, the AI, machine learning, or the core of it, which is big data, comprises a lot of data. But in order to get the results, you need very high computing power, right? Simplified workloads are being processed as cloud computing, but the complex will be coming whereby this term called quantum computing is required.
I think an ability to sniff out compute trends in the future is important because we are able to not only cater for that, but allow our customers to grow not by blocks or bits, but exponentially as well. As we move into other things like containers, Dockers, and different ways of people, the way they write applications, right? I think we're a firm believer that we have that infrastructure there to cater for and back up and restore those kind of different technologies that people are going to use in the future as well. So keeping our pulse on the beat, I think is pretty important for us.
As data continue to grow and it gets more and more in many folds, data management is important. But what we believe is protecting the right sets of data, putting in the right priorities, and investing the correct amount in order to protect it.
Yeah, I think in addition also customers are more demanding and they want it instantaneously as well. No longer that you say I put in a PO and then 6 weeks later or 2 months later comes the hardware and etc. I think people want it on the spot, on demand, immediately, and our solution has to cater for that immediate growth.
So storing your data is like traditional, or I would use the analogy of a retailer storing your valuable goods. First, you need to transport the goods to a secure location. You want it to be as the lowest cost possible. In return, you might need to retrieve the goods to serve your customers. So it's the same thing for data. You want it to be transferred as fast as possible, stored at the correct location with the lowest cost.
Yeah. So therefore, having that low cost and speed and agility, I think when Tech3, when we move forward, we tend to look for partners who are agile, who are willing to partner with us in terms of sharing their technology trends and things that are coming in the pipeline. Why? Is because so that we can get our hands on it, play with the technology, know its limitations and its strength, and then be able to craft something out for our customers as well, way ahead of other people. So that innovation bit really lends itself to having a really good solid solution that can grow and can grow securely as well. Transition from traditional SI into the cloud space is that I think the first thing is the education. I think consumers, our customers, need to be educated, and because they don't want to be at the bleeding edge, but yet they want to be at the leading edge. They want to see in terms of ROI, in terms of return on investment, and whether the technology is stable or not, and can it scale or not. Am I putting my systems at risk or not? So those are the key questions that customers ask us. And in bringing from the on-prem to the cloud, as we ourselves get trained and we learn about technology and get hands-on dirty, and then from there we can say, you know what, take this step, take tactical steps, and learn about technology, learn about cloud, and then from there build your strategy around this learning. And I think that's what really works, and that's how we mitigate the risk, not only from our side internally, but also from a customer's point of view. In the first year was like a marriage. Now, it's like we got to know each other, and we knew the products and services at the surface level. But as we got deeper into actual engagements, I think then we truly understood what are the limitations of the product, or what the product can really do, right? The strengths and the weaknesses. And then from there we can say, okay, let's build this solution, but we work around if there is any workaround required. And then I think that's from the technical point of view, but from a commercial point of view, I think what we truly appreciate from Veeam is the speed. The speed at which you guys respond to our requests. It's not like the traditional principal partners where it takes multiple layers before a decision is made. I think we appreciate how when we request for something, it comes out real quickly, yes or no, and you can move forward commercially to shape the deal and finalize the deal. That's number one. And number two, I think it's the technical support as well. If we don't understand the product, there's always somebody there within Veeam to give us an answer as to how can we use this product more effectively. So there's two aspects, the technical aspect of it, understanding the product, as we go deeper into the marriage, and then number two is the commercial engagement between Tech3 and Veeam.
So on top of that, with the continuous R&D from Veeam, I think they have expanded their support metrics. We do understand it's not just a hybrid cloud era, we call it a multi-cloud era. So with Veeam's compatibility and the option to support multiple applications and different workloads in different multi-cloud platforms, we are enabled to expand our offering in order to back up any data, any cloud, anywhere. Veeam from a solution point of view, or down to the customer experience point of view, with our engineers' feedback and also the customers' operations feedback, they did mention that Veeam is a product that's easy to use, it's straightforward, it gives correct summarized details in the consolidated report. So this provides both values to the operations team and also the top management team. I believe Veeam has the solution to do a backup and also to replicate the data for disaster recovery, whereby it also uses less resources in terms of compute. So if you need to spin off a virtual machine for recovery, you can do it easily. Our experience is smooth. Yes, there's an obstacle along the way, there's technical glitch, but what we know is Veeam support will actually come and assist us as fast as possible, and the response time has improved, I think, over the years. To us, is both the regional support, whereby our engineers actually log the case to your Veeam help desk, and also the local technology consultants, whereby sometimes we need their assistance in order to check certain things or to support us on a certain compatibility when we are crafting our proposals to the customers. We appreciate the engagement model that we have with Veeam currently. I think with Veeam's partnership as our technology partner, lately we have actually increased our business value offering from the storage data management layer. The momentum is data backup. So with Veeam, of the rich features, we are able to cover more of our customers' environment, and due to their application they are using today, we are able to be more compatible and integrate better. What Veeam has helped us along the way is also with the joint sales marketing initiatives. With that, we actually have done a few events together. Veeam did provide their key consultants as our speakers on that day, and this also actually encouraged our salespeople to go out to the market as they see support from Veeam. Our technology pre-sales, they actually work very closely with their pre-sales as well, whereby they actually do the on-the-job learning, whereby our pre-sales knows more about Veeam today, and we appreciate that Veeam always offers training for our guys.
And I think every time Veeam stands with Tech3, right? I think in any public event or customer and meetings, right, it just lends that credibility, I think, and that brings that partnership a lot closer. And I think in the last 12 months, especially with some of the key accounts that we have, having Veeam coming together with us really gives it that additional credibility to say, oh, you know what, this solution is backed by Veeam, and customers kind of like that as well. But moving forward, I think that what will probably give us an edge and drive the partnership to a different level will be if we have insights into your up-and-coming technologies, for example. Things that feature functionality that you have not released yet but have it in the pipeline. That would allow us to plan and position, I think, certain accounts, and so that we're geared up, and when an RFP comes out, we have the solution ready to go on day one.
I think each department or division is about 10 people. Of course, as underlying supporting us is very key, which is our finance department for sure. Our go-to-market is all driven by a sales and marketing team, whereby supported by our pre-sales technology. We create another value whereby we position our advisory services team in order to help customers to move, or for customers who are unsure of their direction, we actually bring in this services team. For project implementation, we of course have our services delivery team supported by our operations support team.
Well, essentially we engage clients in terms of helping them with setting their direction for their business. Where there are new technology trends coming in the pipeline, right? And they said, you know what, how do we adopt this technology? How can my business take advantage of this technology so that I can save costs, for example, or I want to transform my organization, or if I'm going through a digital transformation, how can I use this technology? That's where advisory comes in. We do things like cloud economics. We say that does it make sense for you to go on a cloud or not? When do you break even? When do you make money? Or would you spend more money?
We always believe that capable of doing something, qualified of doing something, and end of the day certified to show that you are able to do it. So we will come from that approach. Yes, certification is important because it's something for us to be recognized in the market. And our engineers will use that as the platform in order to prove where they come from and where they have improved themselves over the years.
In terms of the business landscape, I think it's definitely getting more and more competitive as businesses try to look out different ways of how to differentiate themselves from their competitors. So a lot of companies are talking about digital transformation, but the way they implement digital transformation differs from company to company, and the trend we're seeing right now is that over the last few years especially, people talk about public cloud, but what we're seeing in terms of the shift is that people are moving more towards hybrid cloud. They're setting up their own private cloud, they're operating in the public space as well. But how do you ensure that there's consistency in terms of how do you operate in these two environments seamlessly? And that's where the key challenge is now, I think, facing our customers today.
What we want to provide for our customers is actually to help them to manage this area. It could be from operating their applications, providing as a service for their end customer. The data management should be seamless, no matter their application or data is hosted on-prem or in the public cloud, as in what we call a hybrid cloud. So with this engagement, it will offset their worries about IT management, and they actually can reduce their overall cost because they will be spending less capex, just spending over from spreading in OPEX manner. With this, they have some extra funds they can actually diverse into product development, and from there they can actually create more product to launch in the market that increase their overall revenue by having more revenue streams within themselves. So that will bring back value back to their core business.
Yeah, so I think what Ali is in a nutshell is saying is that there's run the business, there's grow the business, and there's transform the business. So taking the money from running the business, shifting it to growing the business and transforming the business.
Yeah, that's correct.
Well, essentially we engage clients in terms of helping them with setting their direction for their business. Where there are new technology trends coming in the pipeline, right? And they said, you know what, how do we adopt this technology? How can my business take advantage of this technology so that I can save costs, for example, or I want to transform my organization? Or if I'm going through a digital transformation, how can I use this technology? That's where advisory comes in. We do things like cloud economics. We say that does it make sense for you to go on a cloud or not? When do you break even? When do you make money? Or would you spend more?
We also do a top-down approach. We actually work with the customer's executive level in order to understand their transformation objectives. For example, they want to go full digital or less paperless within the next few years. We actually collaborate with the customers in order to understand what do they want to reduce. So let's take an example, reducing of physical tape medias. We will actually help the customers to design a backup system whereby it's the hybrid backup. The first tier of data being backup is on their own premise, whereby we will use a bunch of this. The second tier backup would be on the storage cloud. We will also try to understand their storage current architecture. Are they leveraging any cloud storage today? If they are, we will try to use the same platform to utilize this, whatever they have. Number two, if not, we will actually give them our recommendation. They will choose what is best for them or what's most cost effective for them. So with this reduction of tapes or elimination of physical tapes, it helps them to achieve their goal of meeting their full digital transformation technology.
So we came in with Veeam. We crafted a solution was totally different from other competitors or bidders, and we won because we proposed an innovative solution that leveraged on Veeam, was resilient, or not only secure, but we also were able to leverage on a public cloud to build a virtual tape library in the cloud as well. So the client liked that because in the future, as they go through the digital transformation, they're able to leverage on the public cloud to say restore in the public cloud and operate off a public cloud in the DR situation. So they gives them a lot more options that way, and they're able to plan accordingly, according to those options.
In general, I think Malaysians are ready for this hybrid cloud adoption. Most of the enterprises today have some sort of hybrid cloud architecture already. Majority of their workloads are on-prem, but some of their workloads are already in the public cloud. Now it's about bridging it together. So with Veeam, we actually provide a single platform to protect their data, no matter they are on-prem or on the public cloud. And if there's an initiative within the customer themselves that they want to go paperless on a certain mandate, and this is enable us in order to help them with this journey.
I think it's the combination of technologies that we use. Not only we use Veeam, but we say let's put your long-term storage in S3 bucket in AWS. You know, I thought, hey, wow, nobody thought of that. That's a great idea. Why didn't we think of that? You know, and the customer said, yeah, we are open to that. Everybody else proposed the traditional of the take to a storage place. Somebody managed to take the traditional away. We just thought differently. We just said let's involve AWS and let's go put it in S3 bucket and into Glacier if we need to. If it's even longer storage, even Glacier. So it's not only cost effective, but because it's in binary format, it'll last. Not like tape where it's physical, it'll deteriorate, right? So it will never deteriorate, and they can restore whenever they want. So it was the customer really liked it. As an engagement partner, I think.
Yeah, it's very engagement part.
There's solutioning part, respond quickly. If there's any hiccups, technical hiccups, help us work around it, and then propose, say, what can you think of this? Why don't you do this, right, to the customer? So it's truly innovative, and I think that would be the value add.
So we appreciate the level of support Veeam has given to us. We love the engagement model from different divisions and different layers, from our sales team to our pre-sales to the services delivery. We would like to collaborate further, whereby we would able to try new technologies, adopt new technologies to embrace this demanding industry that we are facing. This will enable us to provide more solution and services offerings to the market, whereby it will give us an advantage in the industry.
Definitely, I think that extension to what Ali just mentioned too. Sometimes halfway through engaging the deal, the situation can get very dynamic. For example, things could change. Where we could leverage on the relationship is where Veeam can respond to those changes, not only technically but commercially as well. And they've always done so in the past anyway. So we really appreciate it. And I think Tech3 being who we are and part of our DNA, we're always agile. We are changed to adapt to the situation so that our customers get the best out of us. And we never give up. I believe that even though we think that our competitors have an edge on a particular tender or deal, we always one up them or five up them, right? As being Tech3, so that we're able to, at the end of the day, deliver a value to our clients. Yeah, I think we start off the relationship with Veeam like a dating, right? Went through the honeymoon period, understanding each other, knowing each other. But what I think really shined and what really stood out is that when we actually engage with the client opportunity, and that's when we found out, what are the strengths and weaknesses of each organization, and leverage on the strengths and weaknesses, and be able to win deals that way. And I think that in 2020 and beyond, we're going to look forward to more of such engagements, so that we're able to push each other's boundaries and deliver value to our clients.
We view Veeam as our catalyst in our innovation factory, and we are able to develop more offerings to offer to the market in the future. So we started off this Veeam partnership as the registered partner or reseller, and time over time we invested more trainings for our engineers and our consultants as we elevate ourselves into the silver and gold level. What we saw different was the attention given to us as well, the guidance, the investment of trainings for our consultants increases even more. And with the certification level, that differentiates ourselves with other resellers. So as a whole, with our various product principles, that gives us the strength and positioning in the market.
Yeah, I think the benefits are not only financial, but I think also it gives us another tool in our toolbox to go to market with, I believe.
I think our average out about 1.5 years at each level, from a registered to get ourselves more involved as a silver, and with the encouragement from Veeam, we actually move ourselves up to gold, and from there we could see we have increased our business as overall, and we actually comb the market together. So that's something very encouraging for our sales team to do. So first of all, I think Tech3 is thankful that our retention rate is actually considered quite low. Our challenge currently is about getting new talents we wish we could hire more Gen X or Gen Y millennials, whereby we can actually have more resource in order so that we can offset the workload for our current engineers or consultants, and they could be trained up to increase their competency. So this is one of the challenge that we have internally, but with that commitment, Veeam is giving it to us to provide us with proper training and also with marketing programs. I think our next level to achieve to the platinum level should not be an issue. Right, but we are looking at technology partner out there to expand our offerings in the sense of collaboration. So we are actually planning to work with the application modernization partner, whereby they will just focus on their mobile apps, DevOps, and all the serverless technology, even the container-based. The next one would be the cloud service provider, because we have already decided not to build our own, and we just leverage on all these service partners.
Maybe I start, maybe this is a great opportunity and a shameless plug for Tech3, where we have our own cloud management platform. Right? We built our own cloud management platform that is multi-cloud, and it automates a lot of this virtual machine provisioning. Right? So we've tried that path before, and that was quite successful in a sense for us. We're able to have a solution for our customers that meets their needs. In terms of the building our own cloud as an offering, I think it doesn't value add to our business. I think our core business has always been focused on how do we create a solution for our customers. But if we have that, not say liability as such, but if we have that to manage that capacity and have that capacity being filled all the time, then it dilutes our focus and attention, I think.
Yep. So our focus is still providing consulting and advisory services to our customers. So we would rather spend our focus, our thoughts, providing this kind of value to our customers, rather than worrying to fill up all the capacities, that infrastructure that built for the cloud, and how do we get tenants in order to fill up, in order to break even, to profit from there. So again, in summary, we will use our strength as a solution architect, technology consultant, and also advisory services to achieve value add to our customers. Sound check, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1.
Veeam has given Tech3 a truly wonderful story in addition to our hybrid IT story, and this has given us truly innovative solutions that we can offer to our clients.